Yo, this WunTayk Timmy, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
They say too many eyes is weed on my death. Starting to look like everybody is eating except. All the same, I blame nobody but me and my.
All right, so we got WunTayk Timmy jumping off the porch with us today.
Yo, what up, man?
Man, how you feeling today, bro?
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you swinging by today, too, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Man, got to go ahead and introduce who you got on the porch with you.
Man, this is the infamous Sonny Boy, man. This little take right here. Say what's up.
Nah.
Yeah, he don't got a lot to say to the camera, so.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up. I love to see you bringing him out here, though. You know, kind of let him experience, you know, the lifestyle and all that, too, man.
Yeah, well, he always with me, always, so. You know, when I knew I had to come, I knew he had to come, so it is what I can't promise he gonna do what he supposed to do though.
Hey,
so
it's a real porch. It's how it be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have anything else planned here in Atlanta during this trip, or you just came down for the interview and you're in and out, man?
Nah, I actually came down to meet with DJ Scream. Me and DJ Scream grade drop a project.
Okay.
I got a mixtape about to drop called Mr. Rap.
Yes, sir,
So
man.
I came down to link with him and make sure everything was in order.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I know your fans been waiting on this project to drop for a minute, man.
Yeah. I told them it was coming and they've been on my line ever since. So, man, it don't be me all the time though. I can say that. I don't be holding it up. I want it out.
Nah, definitely, man.
What is he doing?
Yeah, so we'll get back to the album in a second, man. But, you know, you're from Louisville, right?
Yeah. Louisville, born and raised.
Yes, sir, man. So, you know, just kind of break down like the culture. What's life like up there right now in the city?
Hectic for real, man. It's crazy. It's a lot of opportunity right now though. You know, music wise, we getting a lot more light than we used to get when I first started, you know, doing this shit. So it's I feel like we in a good space. Culturally for the music, we in a good space.
Absolutely, man. Why do you feel like, you know, the talent in Louisville was overlooked for so long until recently, though?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I don't really feel like we was ever overlooked as much as we just had to have somebody break through. And then once somebody broke through, it was more so like, oh, it is more talent here, you know, like I don't really feel like it was overlooked, like they was looking at the artist and saying, nah, you know, like I just feel like it just took for somebody to make it first, so.
Understood, man. Yeah. Do you feel like there's a lot of unity in the city amongst the artists, or is everyone pretty much just doing their own thing?
There's some unity. I wouldn't say it's a lot of unity, but there's some unity. You know, you got your certain people that fuck with your certain people, so it's unity on sides. You know, like this side and this side. So,
understood. And do you feel like there's any misconceptions when you tell people you're from Louisville, you're from Kentucky?
Not no more. I mean, they kind of, you know, of course, when you say Kentucky, they think country, you know, they think that, but I feel like that's kind of been written out now. Like, they don't really look at us like, it ain't nothing down there, they just country, you know? So, been a lot of places before people started to blow up. So when I used to introduce myself as being, first of all, from Louisville, they didn't even know what I was saying anyway. But once I said Kentucky, that's the first thing they said was, oh, it's country down there. It's niggas in Kentucky, that's what they used to say, so.
Nah, understood, man. Yeah, the music, I feel like definitely shined a light on this city.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was, you know, when Tiller first went, then I feel like that brought the eyes, and once they was looking, it was a lot of different type of rap, a lot of different stuff going on.
Nah,
where you going, bro? Come here.
Nah, that's very true, bro.
You want some candy?
So taking it back to your childhood, like what were you into as a kid? What were some of your hobbies you had growing up?
I was a ball player. I've been a ball player my whole life. So when I ain't even really decided to take rap serious until I was grown. So it was just basketball. That's what I did.
Okay. Now, were you traveling to different states and different cities to play too, or were you mostly just playing in a?
Nah, mostly in the neighborhood. You know, everywhere in the city I would play, but it wasn't really a lot of traveling outside. I didn't travel a lot as a kid anyway. I didn't really go outside of my city or my state a lot. So.
Oh, really? Okay. So when would you say you jumped off the porch then? How old were you?
I jumped off the porch. I wasn't too like him jumping off the porch, but I jumped off the porch when I probably jumped off the porch when I was like 14, 15. High school, I got kicked off the basketball team as a freshman in high school.
Really?
So once I got kicked off the basketball team, it was pretty much a wrap. Like, let's go get some money, I gotta get off. That's when I jumped off the porch, so.
Why'd you get kicked off the team?
Because you can't just talk to me any kind of way. I got a problem with authority a little bit, so.
You cussing out the coach?
Like to do my own thing. Yeah, I ain't cussing him out, but I told him, like, you not gonna talk to me like that, so.
Nah, I feel that, man. So did you end up finishing school? Did you go to college?
Yeah. I graduated high school. I didn't go to college. I was supposed to, but I already knew. So as soon as I couldn't play ball, I knew I wasn't going.
Okay.
So it was pretty much over with for school for me.
Okay. So is that when you started making music, or when did that come about for you?
I was making music already. Like, I was making music as a kid. Like, my granny bought us a computer, and we used to get on sound recorder, and but that was one of them. That's the reason that I started going by WunTayk and doing everything in WunTayk, because you can't fuck up. We in a group, you know, so you got to get it right. If you fuck up, then you got to start all the way over. So we started recording on sound recorder when I was like 10 or something, you know.
Oh, wow.
I was real young, but I didn't take it serious until I was out of high school and my brother got killed, and it was like, man, let me find something to do, you know, so.
Yeah. Who was your brother? What can you tell us about him?
Black James, man, that was my godmama. It was her son, so we used to run together real heavy, and I don't know, shit got crazy, and he died right before my 21st birthday.
Oh shit. Yeah. How did that affect you at the time? That's it's a big loss to have.
Yeah, it was heavy. You know, every loss, you know, when it's like that, it's heavy. Like, I feel like it don't never get, you know, better. I get no easier, but that's why I do this shit, you know. Like, he introduced me to the style of rap that I do. You know, he put me on to this type of rap, so I dedicate everything I do to him.
Oh, that's love right there. Yeah. So who did you grow up listening to?
Wayne. That's,
no hesitation.
Yeah, Wayne. He introduced me to Lil Wayne. He showed me 500 Degrees, it was over with.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah. I had never heard of him. He was like, man, you gotta listen to this nigga. Once I heard that, everything changed. So.
I mean, Wayne's the GOAT, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He's always been my favorite rapper, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, nobody will ever top what he did to me, so. Hey.
You know, so anyone that listens to your music, well, you know, they're gonna hear these bars.
Yeah.
So what's your creative process like? I take it you're probably writing this, right? Or are you punching in?
Yeah, nah, I write most of everything. Then, you know, I write at least to get the idea. You know, I might fill in some as I go, but pretty much, yeah, I write most of it. Just because I got to a point where my bars was so complex that if I didn't write it out, it didn't sound good enough to me. You know, I like to rhyme 12, 13 syllables at a time in a bar,
geez.
so yeah.
So when do you feel like you make your best music? Is like when you're in a good mood, when you're pissed off, when you feel like you got something to prove, or you're going through some...
Hey, come here, bro. Come here.
Or you feel like you're going through some real life shit?
You
Or
want some
what?
candy? You gotta sit down, bro. You gotta sit down. You can't jump around, sit down. What'd you say, though?
I'll re-ask it for you. You good. So when do you feel like you make your best music then? Is like when you're in a good mood, when you're going through some real life stuff, or are you in a pissed off mood, or?
I would say I probably make my best music when I'm pissed off. When I got something to prove, when somebody makes me mad, then I feel like, you know, I'm gonna show you, you know, like, or if something bothers me that ain't even something music related or something, you know, like something pissed me off, I feel like I gotta talk about it, I gotta put it on a record, that way I can get it out of my mind, you know, and I feel like that's my more heartfelt and real music, you know. I like to do punchlines and metaphors and all that shit, like, it's fun, you know. But I also like to have a message come across and for you to feel me. So
Yeah, I understood. What would you say, like, some of the messages you're putting in your music today, then?
I feel like I've been snaked, I've been crossed by a lot of people, you know. I've been left hanging by a lot of people. So I feel like that's one of the biggest messages that I put in my music is that I ain't like it, that I stand on what I believe, and my niggas is my niggas, they gonna be my niggas, I'm gonna make sure that they straight, you know? So that's probably one of the biggest messages that I always keep in my music.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that too. But
Yeah, more than you.
yeah, unfortunately they can relate
yeah,
to it too, you know?
Yeah.
So how would you describe your growth as an artist, you know, from when you first started rapping up until today?
I used to be all right, now I'm the best rapper in the world. I used to be good, now I'm great. You know, like, I put a lot of time and effort into this shit. So I feel like what I'm doing, nobody can do it how I do it.
Yeah.
So.
I dig that.
And I do all of this dealing with this shit, so.
Yeah, how do you find a balance, you know, chasing after your career and, you know, balancing being a father as well?
I mean, my kids is my life. So music, as it might seem cliche, but music is like second to me. You know, I'm not a part-time father, you know, like my kids is with me every single day. So when I make music, I got some time to make music right now. Like, I might go on a binge and make music for 2 weeks and not be able to touch a microphone for a month after that, you know? So it's tough to do because how much I love to make music, but when I got shit to do with my kids, I don't even care about that shit.
Yeah, understood. And what has being a father taught you about life then?
That it ain't about you. I ain't never have a father growing up. None of my niggas really had fathers growing up. Like, I don't know nobody who grew up with their father, you know? So making sure that my kids, I'm in their life every day, that I'm there at every event, that, you know, like yesterday school started and I gotta go across town because I gotta make sure I see everybody go to school on the first day, you know? So it's real to me.
Oh yeah, it's a full-time job too, that's for sure, man.
Yeah. No, not a second off. Look at this shit.
Yeah, he's turned up. All right, so your relationship with Bryson Tiller, man. So how far back does that go?
Years. I met Tiller in like 2009, 2010. So like 12, 13 years.
Yeah. And when did you guys start making music together?
When I met him, like, I met him in the studio. So
really?
We locked in for like a summer. As soon as I met him, like, we was in the studio every day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that chemistry like when you guys are in the studio then?
Well, it ain't no chemistry now. I don't know if I should talk about this on here, but it ain't really no chemistry now. It's dead in the water. That's like I said, a lot of the situations that I had with musicians in the city, niggas that I feel like I, you know, looked out for, I helped or whatever, like, shit is non-existent at this point. So it's going for mine.
Did something happen, or was it just a gradual, that was it?
It was, I couldn't tell you what make it happen. It's just one day everything good, next day niggas is too busy, you know, it is what it is. I really couldn't even tell you.
Understood, yeah. So what would you say has been one of the biggest sacrifices you had to make in your life for you to be successful so far?
One of the biggest sacrifices I had to make, I don't really know. I mean, the only sacrifices I feel like I truly make is for my kids. Like I said, I put my kids above everything. So if my kids can't go, and I can't go. If I got something to do with my kids, I can't do it, you know? And I feel like I might have missed certain opportunities based off the fact that I'm not missing this, you know? But I don't really look at it as a sacrifice because I did what I wanted to do in that time, you know? I don't regret it at all. So.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so Mr. Rap. First off, just explain that title, why you chose that title for the project.
So Mr. Rap, Mr. Rap stands for Make Rappers Rap Again, Please. So I feel like I am what rap is, you know, like a lot of people rap, but there's a lot of different styles of raps, a lot of different ways to rap, but I feel like the way that I do it is the way that anybody that was looked at as the best rapper alive, that's the way that they rapped. You know, they had structure and they had messages and they had metaphors and they had creativity that everybody doesn't have, you know? And I feel like I'm the epitome of what a rapper is, you know? So, you know, a lot of niggas get on interviews and shit and they say, man, I ain't a rapper. Like, I'm a rapper. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, this is what I do. I've been doing this so long, I would be doing a disservice to myself to say I'm not a rapper, you know? So I feel like Mr. Rap symbolizes who I am.
Yeah. And so what type of vibe should, you know, your fans expect to finally hear on this project then?
Me doing me. A lot of times when I've been doing projects, I be trying to, like, what do they want to hear? What does this person want to hear? You know, let me do something for the club, you know, shit like that. And on this, I said, I'm about to make what I want to hear. I don't even care what they gonna say, man, he ain't do enough hooks. He just rapping a whole lot, whatever. And it's like, man, this is what I want to hear. And my fan base want to hear that shit too. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's undeniable. No matter how you categorize it, it's undeniable that it's crack, so.
Understood. So how long have you been working on this project?
This project probably took me like a week and a half.
Okay.
I probably took like a week and a half to do it. I just decided I wanted to drop a project and started finding beats the next day. And it might have took me like a week and a half to get all the records done.
Okay. So who are some of the producers you did work with on this project then?
I worked with Rico got that fire. Buckrow got some shit on my project. I hate that I can't remember all the names of the producers. I don't know. If the beat's dope, I'll work it in the producer. I don't care if it's a big producer or a small producer. If it's dope, I'll fuck with it. So.
No, understood. Yeah, because it's all about the music at the end of the
exactly.
day, that's for sure.
If it give me something to talk about, then it's the right beat.
For sure. Any features you're gonna put on there, or you riding solo?
Nah, it's just me. I ain't never had a feature on one project I ever did. Not because I don't want to, it just be me. I get that shit done and it be over with.
Understood. So what's the single you plan to push off here, or what's the next video you're gonna drop?
I honestly don't even know. I'm about to do a video to every song on the project. Okay. And I don't know, every song's so good, I don't know which one to lead with, so we gonna see.
Good problem to have, right?
Yeah, we gonna see. Whatever, I might just pick it out of a hat. This is what's going first.
So how many songs you putting on there then?
It's 10 records.
Okay. So why'd you decide to link with DJ Scream for this one?
Honestly, DJ Scream reached out to me. He said he had heard something that I was doing like back in 2020. He had heard, like, caught wind of my music and he was fucking with me, and I ain't never had a big DJ, you know, touch my projects. You know, they don't even really do as much hosted like mixtapes, you know, like these days, but I just felt like it's something that I wanted to do. I remember wanting to work with DJ Scream, you know, so as soon as I had the opportunity, like, yeah, we can definitely, you know, work.
I got you, man, yeah. Get those Hood Rich drops on there, man.
Yeah, that's what I told my brother. I can't wait till it just dropped. It's Hood Rich on the beginning of my shit.
So do you have a date picked out? How much longer fans gonna have to wait for this?
I don't have an exact date, but Sunny. I don't got an exact date, but it'll be out. It'll be out before summer's over, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted it to drop in June. The only reason it got pushed back is because I decided that I was gonna link with Scream, and you know, his schedule was kind of busy and everything, so it was like, all right, we can push it back a little bit, because as far as my fan base, they gonna wait on it. They fuck with me enough to wait on it, you know, so.
Not for real.
What are you doing, bro?
You've been going crazy on some of these freestyles, man. You just dropped
Yeah.
that SleazyFlow and the F and F, man.
Yeah.
Was that something just like to hold the fans over, or is this something you normally do where you rap
Well,
over other people's beats?
I used to do it a lot. Sonny, get up. Get up. I used to do remixes. That's all I used to do, remixes, because I didn't want to put my original music out without having the right platform to and be able to get the right exposure, you know? So I wanted to just do remixes because one, it was fun to me. Two, that's what Wayne did, and I felt like that was what I liked to hear. And now it's like, I don't really care to do remixes as much because I make so much original music and I have a fan base. So when I did those remixes, I was actually gonna do a whole remix tape.
Okay.
But in the middle of doing one of the I was like, man, why am I rapping on another nigga's beat again, you know? So SleazyFlow and F&F was both requested, like they asking me to do it. So it's like, all right, cool. Like I got a couple more in the chamber that I did that they asked me to do that I'm about to drop too.
Okay.
So
You still an independent artist right now?
yeah.
Okay. So just kind of speak on some of the challenges you face as being an independent artist in the game right now.
One of the biggest challenges as an independent artist is I do everything myself, you know, like from recording the music to mixing the music, like I do everything myself. When it comes to getting videos shot, like I've sat and sit and edit my videos, like have my nigga back here shoot my video and say, hey, let me chop this shit up and edit it myself, you know, like because I work on a different pace than a lot of people. Like you might get your shit shot and you don't get it back for a month. I don't like that, you know, like when I do, I'm real spontaneous with music. I might make it today and wanna drop it today, you know, and a lot of people that work with me hate that I be, you know, I'm like it, if I wake up today and decide I wanna shoot a video, I want everybody to get it set up today. And if it's not, you know, so as an independent artist, that's one of the biggest issues that I have is I don't have a machine that is gonna put everything in place to where all I gotta do is rap. You know, like I feel like if all I had to ever do was rap, if I had that machine, I would be 10 times better than I even am. I would be 10 times further than I am. So I spend 10% of my time making the music and 90% of the time trying to figure out how to get it out.
No, that's very true. Yeah, it's because it's like if you can just focus on the music, that's the easy part. I feel like as an artist, right?
Yeah, that's a luxury. That's why like a lot of people not signing major deals, and you know, and it's like everybody got their own taste. Everybody want to do what they want to do, but to sign to a major, I know that one is gonna bring in more. You gonna make more money because of that machine, but also you don't have to do everything yourself no more. So. It's people that make it independent, but I know that road is crazy.
Oh,
I've been on it for a minute, so
it's a slow grind too. It's not going to happen overnight.
I think the payoff would be worth it, though. You know,
that's true too. Absolutely, man. So, what are some of your goals for your music career, whether they're short term or long term?
At this point, I'm really just trying to get to a position where I can make all the niggas that supported me, everybody who ever been in my corner, one, be able to say like, yeah, we told y'all, but also I want to put everybody in a position to feed their family and, you know, be like it wasn't a lot of time wasted, you know? So my goals at this point, like I don't have like I want a Grammy, you know, I don't, that's not important to me at this point. I just I want to know that everything that I ever thought about myself was right.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'd feel that. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Man, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Do whatever you want to do. If you feel like it's in your heart what's gonna make you happy, then do it, because a motherfucker can tell you not to do something, but they don't actually know how it's gonna pan out. You know, everybody's opinion is their opinion. You know, like they might think you should do this because they told me to do shit, and it's like, man, this shit didn't work. Whenever I did something somebody else told me to do, and it didn't work, then I was mad about it. I felt the way. But if I ever did something that I wanted to do and it didn't work, it's what I wanted to do. So either way, I come out the way that I expected to, you know? So that's really the best advice I can give. Do what you want to do with life, period.
No, that's wise words right there.
Yeah.
So anything else you working on right now, WunTayk?
Rest When I'm Rich 2 still on the way. I know they gonna hate that I've said that. That motherfucker been on the way for like 3 years, but It's done. It been done. It's on the way though.
Okay. Yeah. You guys, shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up here?
Man, shout out to my city. Shout out to everybody that been supporting me, through everything that I've been doing. Like, it's I said it's been a long road, but I feel like this shit about to pay off right now. Like, I feel like I just got all the way in my bag. So anybody supporting me, I feel like they about to be able to say, like, yeah, nigga, we told y'all.
Say too many eyes, it's weed on my death. Starting to look like everybody is eating except. All the same, I blame nobody but me and myself. Came to niggas' aid as if I